the Oilers front office didn't waste any time. They locked in another deal out of nowhere and caught fans off guard. Now the big question is, are more moves coming? The price tag raised some eyebrows, and it's got that feeling of a strategic play brewing behind closed doors. If you love this team even half as much as a Game 7 at Rogers Place, hit that subscribe button and ride with us. If you're still catching your breath after the Stanley Cup final, buckle up, because there's another bombshell coming straight from Edmonton's inner circle. Things are heating up off the ice, and it's not just because of trade chatter or free agent rumors. What we've got today hits deep for every diehard Oilers fan. Yeah, that playoff loss still stings, no doubt. But there's also this flicker of hope burning bright. With the roster we've got, it's not crazy to believe the cup is still within reach. But for that dream to stay alive, one key piece has to stick around. Fans are already going back and forth online, asking the one question everyone's afraid to answer. What's going to happen with the face of the franchise? The guy carrying this squad on his back and still finding ways to shine every single night. Our captain hasn't said much about what's next. Here's the thing, July 1st might be the official start of signing season, but GM Stan Bowman made it clear they haven't even sat down to talk contract yet. That's right, not a single formal convo on re-signing him. And it's not like the Oilers don't want to. Quite the opposite. Bowman made it crystal clear. The ball's in number 97's court. According to him, Connor McDavid has every right to decide when he wants to start that conversation. The front office is ready, but McDavid, he's not rushing anything. He laid it out straight. The season just ended. Right now, it's time to breathe, talk with his family and agent, and reflect. Winning is his number one priority. If he sees a real shot at the cup, he stays. If not, well then we've got a problem. So what about you, Oilers fan? Do you believe McDavid's going to resign, or are you already bracing for the worst? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Share this video with fellow fans, and hit that subscribe button to keep this community strong. Connor's still under contract for one more year, pulling in $12.5 million. But with cap space tightening, especially after Kane's departure and Bouchard's pending deal, management's gonna need to pull off some serious cap gymnastics to add a twist. The rumor mill says McDavid's leaning toward a shorter deal this time. Think 3 to 4 years instead of another 8. A way to stay flexible, and maybe a quiet way of saying, show me you're serious about winning. After 11 years rocking the blue and orange, Connor's still got that sense of unfinished business. But the fact that talks haven't even started yet, yeah, that's a red flag. Now we wait to see if something gets rolling between now and training camp this fall. Clock's ticking, and fans, we're holding our breath. But hey, what if? I told you there's another roster move brewing behind the scenes that could shake up the whole lineup. Yup, what's coming next might just flip the script. Stick around, because this offseason shaping up to be one of the spiciest in recent memory. Let's talk shop for a sec. Behind the scenes stuff that every hardcore Oilers fan should be tuned into. As the dust settles on the offseason, the front office is getting to work on what we call housekeeping. And for a team with big dreams, that starts with decisions that might seem small, but tell you a lot about the bigger plan. Bright and early Monday morning, the Oilers made their first move and announced a one-year extension for Noah Philp. But hang on, that was just the beginning. Not long after, more news hit that turned a few heads. Another familiar name locked in for next season. Here's the big one. According to Pakepedia, the Oilers re-signed winger Kasperi Kapanen, a UFA to a one-year deal worth $1.3 million. Catch this though, no trade protection. So if things go sideways, management can pull the trigger quick. The question is, what exactly are they expecting from him? Remember, Kapanen came to Edmonton off waivers in November. His year was a bit of a roller coaster. He played 57 regular season games, scoring 5 goals and racking up 13 points. In the playoffs, he stepped up 3 goals in 12 games, including that clutch game winner in Game 5 against Vegas that pushed us through. But it wasn't all highlights. Kapanen had some decent stretches on the bottom 6. even got a bump in the lineup here and there. But consistency was the big issue. When he was out there, the Oilers kept pace offensively. But shooting and defensive numbers dropped. Just 6.9% shooting percentage and .863 save percentage when he was on the ice. HockeyViz broke it down too. His offensive impact was 10% below league average on D and penalty kill, also below average. Bottom line, he played like your typical fourth liner, someone who can contribute, but won't move the needle. Still, there's one thing he's got that stands out: speed. NHL Edge Stats had Kapanen in the 87th percentile for top speed in the regular season, and he cranked it up to the 92nd in the playoffs. That kind of pace is a weapon, especially against slow-footed teams. It's worth noting his contract came in a bit higher than what the folks at Evolving Hockey and AFP Analytics predicted. They had him pegged between $936,000 and $1.2 million. Looks like the Oilers were willing to pay a bit extra, maybe banking on that speed factor. So what now? Kapanen's heading into camp, fighting for one of those last 6 roster spots. And with the Oilers eyeing young talent from Europe and the NCAA, that competition's gonna be fierce. So tell me, Oilers fan, does Kapanen deserve another shot? Or should the team bet on younger, hungrier legs? Let us know down below. And hold on to your hat. The next update we've got is a total curveball. No one saw this twist coming, and it might just shift the whole direction of the team. If you thought this news hit hard, just wait. We're only getting started. Now we're diving into one of those feel-good comeback stories, the kind that blends grit, second chances, and the dream of sticking in the NHL. If there's one thing Oilers fans respect, it's a guy who grinds. Before we get to the punchline, let's rewind a bit. There's a name that's been popping up more and more inside the organization. A player who took a year off, came back stronger, and now finds himself on the brink of his biggest opportunity yet. You know the type. Undrafted, fought through college, lit it up in the AL, and now he's snatching every shot he can get. Yeah, that guy might be closer to cracking the main roster than anyone thought. Today, we're showing you how a one-year deal could change the Oilers' season, and why this player might be the missing piece to balance out the fourth line. Real fans, no depth wins in the playoffs. Now here's the big reveal. The Edmonton Oilers have re-signed Noah Philp to a one-year deal worth $775,000. The club's banking on him being more than just a call-up option. Philp's 26, and he played 15 NHL games last year. Not a massive sample, but enough to leave a solid impression. Over in Bakersfield, he was a force. 19 goals, 35 points in 55 AL games. Straight up offensive engine. His path's been anything but easy. From the University of Alberta, skipped the draft entirely. Signed with the Oilers after 2021-22. Then stepped away from the game for a full season. Came back in 2023-24, better than ever. Calling it a comeback doesn't even cut it. In his limited NHL time, he was steady. At 5-on-5, the Oilers controlled over 55% of the offensive action with him on the ice. Numbers like that show he brings real tactical value, even from the fourth line. The deal guarantees him $300,000 even if he ends up back in Bakersfield. But this time around, he's waiver eligible, so if the Oilers try to send him down, any team can scoop him. Translation, it's now or never. So what do you think? Is Noah Philp ready to lock down his spot in the NHL for good? Could he be the fourth line X factor the Oilers need in a cup run? Drop your take in the comments. Send this video to fellow fans and hit that subscribe button so you never miss a beat. Let's keep building this Oilers community together.